All right, should be rolling. Hold on, I'm about to wait for the little bot to throw my link up there. Actually, I can find my old one. Yeah, I'll reply to this one. All right. Um, I guess just give dudes a little bit of time to come in here. Yo, just to recheck one more time, maybe can one of y'all see if y'all can hear each other on my Twitch? We tried it yesterday and it worked, but I just don't want it to be fucked up.
Yeah, I got you. I'll check. After I listen to this 30-second ad.
Y'all really need to hop on that Twitch Turbo, just like, and be done with it.
Shoot, I don't
Might
have
be an investment I make.
I don't have the ad issue because I don't watch my own stream, so it's all good.
Oh, I be heavy in the stream, so
Honestly, I say this all the time, but I never do it. I would cut my things off, my ads off, if I could like do it again.
Heard that.
Can you hear yourself? Can you hear Terrell say something?
that's one,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we can hear each other. Everything.
All right, bet. So we live, bro.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Terrell, hit us with the intro, bro.
Back at it again. The League Podcast. Your podcast favorite podcast. Your mom's favorite host. Your grandma's favorite place to be during the day. When the soaps aren't on and the novellas ain't running, this is where they want to be. The League Podcast. We got the one, the only. You must address him because he's in the history books as a champion. The coach of Clemson, the one and only, Mr. Frost. How you doing, big dog?
What's up, man? Year 10. Shout out to Grannies. Happy to be back. Appreciate the intro. Yeah, man. Let's get it cracking.
Yes, sir. And the man with the wizard fingers, the one and only, Mr. Get Your Hezzy Right. We haven't heard much on the training tip yet, but we a little disappointed in OKC how they've been playing. We still got opinions on Shea, but we gonna wait to hear it. We gonna see if he gonna get a championship this year, because that's the only reason OG came back is word on the street. You know him, you love him, the commish, the one, the only, Mr. Bag. How you doing today?
Man, doing good. Glad we got this shit rolling. And yeah, glad to be here.
Hibby said, let me get picked 31.
Hibby wants pick 31. Hibby, he actually solid, but he ain't been doing his thing recently, you know what I mean? He been on that BS. Maybe it's that late end of the year fatigue.
Yeah, it's tough to beat.
But I'll rock with Hib. He alright. Where's the little bulletin board at? Get that out the way before I forget. Oh, hold on. Edit. All right, we got them on there. Let me see if I can pull up the little thing we had. There we go. Wait. No, I sent the wrong picture earlier. Yo, Fraz, you got that like kind of schedule we had?
Yeah, I do.
You trying to send that in the chat?
Yeah, hold on.
What we doing? Okay. Yo, does anybody know what's up with that update that came out?
Absolutely not.
There was a small update the other day. I don't know what
I
it's.
don't think they put out notes for this patch or the last one.
Oh yeah. So it's just a like random nothing important thing going on.
Listen, conspiracy theories, something is always changing. They just don't tell us, but because there's some match coverages that were just busted not a couple weeks ago.
But they're busted
Like,
now.
um, I haven't played to test them back to back, but like there were certain things that match was giving up that it wasn't giving up earlier. So I don't know. Just might be placebo effect.
Well, I remember like they had an update like 2 or 3 updates ago where all of a sudden people started fumbling way more, which was kind of annoying. Maybe, but I haven't noticed as many fumbles. Like for a while there was like a fumble a game,
Yep.
but so maybe they kind of corrected that too because I haven't been fumbling recently like I was for a second there. It was super annoying. Anyways, did y'all see the player rankings?
I did. I did.
What do you think about those? I wish I could kind of pull them up, but my
J
skills aren't
Roth and
there yet.
Ole Miss might be on to something.
Yeah, they're actually gonna have a good team. I mean, for at least one season, I feel like getting off to a good start is like one of the most important things. You know, like if you can get a good class in, maybe go up half a star. You know,
This is where you're talking about the player, like where you rank the players, or you're talking about like the selection for the next game?
did you see the like post where they put out like the
Overalls for
top overall
players.
players?
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't see live reaction.
It's in the Discord. I mean, if you scroll,
Ooh,
like you could type in.
yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
It's actually not that far up.
Yeah.
I saw Zevi putting something, but that was
Yeah,
the
he
team
just
ranking,
put
right?
Zev
they're
put it
doing
in
the
there.
full
It's
release
right there.
next Thursday.
Yeah, it's literally right up, right up. It's not even that far.
Zevi's post, I guess.
I mean, I resent
No,
it
no.
like two posts ago. So I mean, best player in the game, 99 overall is Jeremiah Smith. Then you got Indiana lineman Carter Smith. Then you got Leonard Moore, cornerback over at Notre Dame. I think Caden Green is another lineman. I want to say like, is he at Mizzou?
So here's the crazy part. If you really don't know college football, this list does nothing for you.
I mean,
There's
yeah,
a little, there's a little bit
we
of
trying to
research.
help.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help
You
people out right
have to
now.
do some research. Like, if you don't know college football, this is like, okay, because they didn't put names to teams or anything. So you're just like,
Right.
okay.
You know who looks absurd on this list though is Oregon has like 6 out of the top like 10 players for sure.
Do that.
Yeah, we'll see where they go in the draft. You know, I'm trying to slide up.
You ain't about that life, but we'll
Dude.
see.
Mateo's he's at Oregon still. Mateo.
Yeah, so I mean, if I'm running down this list,
Uiagalelei?
people who I know, I mean, Kawan Lacey seems like best running back day one. He'll probably be ridiculous. And Ahmad Hardy's right there with them at Ole Miss and Mizzou, respectively. Then you got Malachi Tony, sophomore wide receiver at Miami, probably one of the best players to build around. They'll also that team will be interesting too because they'll have what's his name from Duke as well, Mensa.
Darian Mensah. Yep.
Yeah.
And they should have a good team around them in general. It's probably I would say a borderline top 5 team in next year's game to build with.
Mm.
Then you got KJ Bolden at Georgia. Their team's also going to be loaded. Then you start getting into like Oregon world where you got Dante. Let me just go through the Oregon dudes on here. I mean, you got Dante Moore as a 95 overall, Mateo Laguilé, 94 overall edge, Coy Parrish, 94 overall safety, La Lulu, the linebackers over there. Uh, is Ernest? No, Ernest Green is not. He doesn't go there. Where's that one D lineman they had? Is that him? I think
Ernest Green.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
not
Ernest
sure.
Green is that D tackle who goes to Oregon too. And they got Tetium Tuatoy. That he's another linebacker over there. I mean, they're just loaded up here at this on this list. Not to
Dylan
mention
Stewart. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Dylan Stewart as well.
No, I was gonna say he got knocked down. I feel like last game wasn't he like a 95? It was crazy to start. I thought maybe I could be wrong, but I think he was like one of the best players in the game to start.
Yeah, he was definitely solid. And then they also got what's his name at wide receiver, who's might not have made the list. I don't know. I haven't scrolled further enough down really to see. But what's that receiver's name? He was a true freshman last year. Um, how am I blanking on bro's name? Troy, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness, what is that receiver's name? He had that beast of a block that went viral.
The Corian Moore.
The Corian Moore,
No.
yeah,
No.
Corian Moore. Corian Moore is going to be there. Um, yeah, they look kind of
They
crazy.
got another one too. I don't know where he's at on the list though. They have another receiver who's pretty good, don't they?
Well, Evan Stewart's a receiver, right?
Yeah. Where's Evan Stewart at?
He's down. He's on there. He's like a 90, I want to say.
True.
Yeah, they're gonna be crazy.
And they gave Drew Mestamaker a 90 to start. That's kind of crazy to me. But I mean, I guess, bro.
I mean, did he transfer or did he stay at
Nah, he transferred to Oklahoma State, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's at
Right.
Oklahoma State now.
Yeah.
He looked crazy he's at North Texas. I don't know. 90 seems a little bit high, but hey, maybe he's like
Well, he's supposed to be he would have. I thought he would have been a pretty decent pick.
draft.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like a very lowly recruited, like out of high school. He didn't really have a ton of motion like that. He was good last year though. I mean, it looks good.
Didn't he lead college football in pass yards though?
Yeah.
He probably did, but at North Texas, he probably did though.
Why is Arch Manning a 91? I mean, I feel like they're just sucking him. I mean, he is good, and I think he's gonna have a really good year this year coming up. No question to me.
Finished the season better than he started.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. But a 91 is crazy. Like, I mean, what other quarterbacks are out here? So he's the third best quarterback in college football. Fourth.
If he left
Dante.
draft, probably right now.
Where's
You got Dante Julian saying,
where's Lenoris?
Norris is not. I didn't see his name. They probably did him dirty.
Under a 90 is a little for college wise. He should be up there still. I feel
They have
like he's gonna
CJ.
be- I don't know about pro, but
They have CJ Carr ahead of
Arch.
Arch as well. I think there's 4 or 5 because you have
Fafita's on there too. He's a
Fafita's
90 though.
lower. Yeah, he's lower. Yeah. Anybody else stand out to you? Got Devin Dempier's up here as a 90 as well.
Yeah, I was looking at him a second ago.
I'm more concerned about like who is going to be a bake-in transfer. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but Bryce Underwood never stayed in Michigan after the first year. So I'm curious if like, what is his name? The backup at Oregon now that transferred from Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Raiola.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they have him rated kind of low. Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what they have with the transfer logic because it would be crazy. I mean, of course they can't really control it in this game, but it would be kind of crazy for Raiola to transfer to Oregon to sit out, but in the game it'd be programmed for him to leave anyway.
Right. Because of playing time or whatever, because he's going to sit as a high-rated player.
Another one who's going to be dope who will probably be thinking about leaving is I'm sure Tavian St. Clair at Ohio State is going to be halfway decent ratings wise and might be up out of there, especially because Sands.
Oh yeah.
I guess.
Speaking of Ohio State, quick question, just a little rant. Mm-hmm. Ultimate disappointment in Air Noland.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Man, I had like ultimate confidence in dude couldn't get no playing time. Transferred to South Carolina, got beat out there, and now I don't even know if he's still at South Carolina.
I think he is still there. Well, I don't know where he would go.
Because it was just like, you were supposed to be that dude, and then just couldn't get right.
Who is Anthony Smith? He's like underneath Centurine Perkins. Jaden Mavia, another quarterback up there pretty high, by the way.
Anthony Smith is like a D lineman, I think, or D end. I don't know where he goes, but I don't think he's like a QB if that's what you're asking. I could be wrong.
Did Isaac Brown stay at Louisville?
I think so.
Okay.
He's probably going to be insane again. They made him almost too good this last game, I feel like. But.
Yeah, he was definitely like the best, especially after 1 year of Dev. He was the best like player in the game.
Yeah, he's still at Louisville.
Rasheem Biles is at Texas. So, I mean, real quick, I guess while we're here, looking at these ratings, give me your top 3 teams next year. Including everything.
Overall?
Including, not overall, just you have these star players. Obviously, you're probably going to want to pick a team. I mean, there's probably 10 at least schools that are super easy to just build and recruit with. So, I mean, but how's it looking for you looking at this list?
Let Terrell answer that first. I feel like,
gotta be easy. Ohio State, Oregon.
And 3 is where it gets interesting.
Like, I got 4 teams, like 3 or like at 3, I could tie Texas, Oregon, and Georgia.
At 3, you're putting Oregon at 3? Or you're saying that's a top 4, so Ohio State and then those 3?
No. So, like, I would go Ohio State at 1, just because they got so much depth, man. It's hard to that wide receiver combo at quarterback, and then still reloading on defense, but it's Ohio State.
They brought in Alabama's defensive line, basically. I mean, they're going to be
right.
They're going to be pretty freaking good up front. Linebacker, I guess, is probably the biggest question mark. Well, and I guess DB. Yeah, defensively, they probably won't be the same as they were last game, definitely.
Oh.
Because last game,
so I like Ohio State, Texas, and then tied for 3rd is 3 teams. Would be Oregon, Notre Dame, and Georgia in my head.
Notre Dame. I mean, yeah, CJ Carr. Yeah. Okay.
Notre Dame's going to be crazy, I think. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Would be my top 5 right there if I was running it.
Like, it's you get any of those teams, I feel like you're all right.
Yeah, I agree. That Notre Dame team is going to be really good. Did Darian Price went to the league?
Yeah.
He
got drafted in the first round.
Crazy that both of their running backs went.
So I guess that's their biggest question. They got Ohio State's we got CHJ, who's going to be a true freshman, but are in between of Jeremiah Smith to him. Top prospects left, and they'll be good. Like Quincy Porter and Mylan Graham are both at Notre Dame, and they both should be very good. I don't know if they're going to be good day 1 in the game, but they'll be legit.
I think Oregon looks pretty fire on paper. That's probably with their recruiting. Plus, gotta have fresh jerseys. To me, that matters a little bit. Also, with everything, Oregon's probably my 1 seed. If I was picking first.
I'm taking jerseys into a much heavier account this year. As silly as that sounds.
No, it matters though for the game though. Like I don't know. To me it does. So I feel you. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I think Oregon's have the best jerseys. I mean, Ohio State does have a decent collection of jerseys.
They got some good. They got some combos. So you can't be mad at Ohio State.
Yeah, Georgia only has 3 jerseys, I think. Texas has only 2. Notre Dame has some jerseys too, but a lot of them are ugly.
Classic, but the helmets go so hard.
Yeah,
yeah. The helmets go so hard, so I can't fault that.
I don't think they're gonna do Ole Miss this year. Like you think They'll give them some like a better chance to recruit. I feel like recruiting's an issue with them usually. But
I feel like recruiting's an issue with them in real life. So I don't think they deserve a boost. I mean, I feel like out of those schools down there in the South, I mean, they are definitely little bro.
yeah, it's just very tough.
Where would you want them to get a boost at?
They're a good program. There's like a really good program, and it's not better than who's around them is the thing. But like I think they should be in the top 10 to 12 picking mix. I would say personally, but
Oh
they might
yeah,
not. They might slip a little bit still.
No,
I
they're
think I
not
think
gonna
I think
do
if they
that.
slip out of the top 10, I mean, they're an absolute steal outside of the top 10. I mean, I
Yeah.
think they should be. I mean, their team. First of all, Trinidad Shameless is going to be a beast in this game. Kawan Lace is going to be a beast in this game. Receivers don't need to be that high powered. I mean, that's a great. Recruiting you might struggle a little bit, but in terms of a day one, you can rock out with them. They're right at the top of that list. I think. I mean, if anybody decent,
Wow, really?
if anybody decent gets them,
Mhm.
you'll be playing in tier one for sure. Know that.
This might
Yeah.
be a hot take. I don't think Ole Miss is top 10, but for Dynasty, and let me preface it with I rarely look at year one when picking a team. Like your roster now is a boost, but
Well, I mean,
if
just
you're loaded with seniors, then I really don't care because that
I
doesn't
do
help you
feel
for
you.
year 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, that's a good point for sure. I just feel like having a day one team, if you can go to the playoffs year one, you'll set yourself up for success. So you kind of gotta. I can see why you wouldn't take them. I get it, but on the other side, like if you're gonna take somebody with the idea of we'll be good in 4 or 5 years, good luck when your stars go down and your grades go
Mhm.
down and I mean, ideally, I guess you'll end up in certainly if you're going to be in tier one, I would unless you're going to just really be
Oh, for
skilled,
sure.
which I mean, a lot of it is going to just be skill up there, but you're definitely going to want somebody who can go. That being said, yeah, I mean, even with, I mean, I don't know, it's tricky because they're going to have Perkins, who's going to be a monster on defense. Then you're gonna have the quarterback, running back. I mean, they're going to be really good day one. But,
What about day 20?
huh?
What about day 20?
Yeah, I mean,
What about season 2? What about season 3? Like that's, and again, I far be it for anybody to listen to me about anything when it comes to regard this game. But if you ask me, is Ole Miss top 15? I might tell you no.
yeah, no way for me they get out of 15 for sure.
Yeah. I think
But
I'm higher on. But I
Okay.
do think that first year point's a good. That's a good point though, because if you go year one and you can make a deep run, that kind of sets you up immediately. So you're already jumping near the top. If you somehow get a ring, if you're a good user, get a ring year one with Ole Miss.
All
Got to
right.
think
Let's
right
let's do a
away.
little. If we got time, can I do a little thought exercise with y'all?
Yeah, you got nothing but time.
All right. Ole Miss versus Florida State. Who you taking?
Ole Miss, no question.
Yeah, Ole Miss as well.
The team is way too good right there to not. I mean, Florida State isn't that great at recruiting. I mean, they are in Florida, which is cool, but if and this all is based on what recruiting was last year, but they have basically no home pipeline because Florida just gets dismantled by everybody. And especially like North Florida, I mean, dudes are going to Georgia just like in real life. So I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, compared to Ole Miss, I can't do it, especially because Ole Miss team day one is going to be so good. I mean, like day one team wise, Ole Miss is going to be easily a top 10 team, probably top eight. I mean,
Okay. Just for pipelines, just to let y'all know, Ole Miss has a tier 5 pipeline in Mississippi, tier 3 in Alabama, and tier 3 in South Florida. They are tier 2 in East Texas, North Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, South Georgia, and Metro Atlanta.
it's not bad, honestly. I mean, I did a Mississippi Dynasty and this year, and it was definitely like pretty hard to recruit. Like, I mean,
Because
I was getting like good classes, but usually in a lot of leagues, I'm getting like a top three class.
yeah,
With Ole
so it's
Miss,
just
I
like
probably was getting like a top. I got a top like five class once, But I got like mostly like top 10 classes because especially the 5-star big time recruits, there are some good ones that come out of Mississippi. It's kind of like that Pennsylvania pipeline. Like I had a Penn State dynasty, and like Pennsylvania would have usually a 5-star most years, and they had some really good receivers come out of Pennsylvania consistently. But Ole Miss is kind of the same. Like they would have good players, but you really had to dominate your home turf and hope you had good guys, and then kind of try to find the gems outside of that because to your point. But Florida State's kind of in the same boat.
No.
I feel like Florida State's actually in a worse boat because they have
Florida State
no.
has a 5-star or a 5-tier in Central Florida, 4 in South Florida, 3 in North Florida, 3 in South Georgia, and then 2 in Metro Atlanta, Alabama, Tidewater, Louisiana, Southern Cal, and North Texas.
But this is the thing though. Ole Miss has that 5-star Mississippi, and Mississippi, you're winning those recruits. People aren't coming to Mississippi taking your recruits. In Florida, they can have tier 4, tier 5, but so does everybody else. Clemson has it, Georgia has it, Miami has it, Alabama has it. As opposed to Mississippi, like you're getting those Mississippi guys.
Also ties into. Mumbo asked a question. Asked to speak to scheme over team and how even average state schools can be built out to monsters if you just pay attention and work, which is definitely true. Definitely true.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, but I mean,
I hear that, but Arizona State is like low key a top 3 team in the West Coast.
oh heck no. Next year?
No, as far as pipelines, not team wise. I'm speaking like strictly on the school.
Well, I wouldn't pick them in the top 3 just in terms
No,
of
not
all things included. But I hear
just
what you're saying.
West Coast
Just in terms
wise.
of
Like as a West Coast team, Arizona State is like a top tier team as far as like
in last
being
year's
able to
game,
get
yeah,
out of pipelines. It's
Yeah.
not.
they were
It's just the name don't sound sexy, but if you look at their pipelines, you're like, man, they got better. They might have better pipelines
than like
USC.
USC. Yeah, but to your point, or to my point, I feel like one of the things that makes Arizona State great is they can dominate Arizona, and then they
Yep.
also they can compete in California, but they have that base where it's like if a dude comes out of Arizona, they also have pipeline in Utah, which doesn't have very many people over there. So they have like those two where Utah, they got to compete with BYU and Utah, but they're still like the best school out of those ones, really. And I guess Oregon is probably the best one over there, but they have some like home base. That's why I don't really like Florida State just because they don't really have home base very much to me, and their team's not going to be good either. But yeah, I guess we can kind of do this review. I haven't really done any preparation on this review situation, so bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in week 7 already? I guess we are.
We sure are.
So week 1, anything stick out? This was an interesting game. South Carolina's been. This was a big win for them at home against J-Roth, solid user. Looks like he locked J-Roth up. Jeez. No touchdowns in the pick, 100 yards, 11 for 23 passing. It's kind of crazy.
J. Ross said it was his first game with the team was his excuse. He said, first game with the team, that's why I played that way.
I see.
I don't know. Y'all can answer that one if you want to respond to it. That's what he said. So
Nah. He can fend for himself on that. Got nothing on that.
yeah,
Go from Miami to Alabama and talking about it's my first game with the team.
yeah, not gonna fly.
Another guy who's real solid is the new Florida user Shada. He had a big. I mean, I mean, Baylor hasn't really been performing the same as he was a couple seasons ago, but
Wait a minute. We'll talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes. I don't know if everybody has beef with him right now, but Texas, been on folks' neck, and then he said, "All you do is spam verticals." I didn't know that was a thing.
Um,
I was.
he definitely ran. I mean, I don't know if you played against him before, but he,
I did. Didn't feel like he was spamming verticals, but that was a couple seasons ago.
I mean, I think verticals is definitely his main play, and
Yeah.
he's very good at like kind of doing like this. It's like a sneaky little like rub route into a high ball where he be getting off on verticals, running that, and that's basically how he's moving the ball down the field in general. I mean, he runs a couple other things, but mostly I would say it used to be just straight vertical. I mean, not just straight verticals. Like he does other things. I'm not trying to say that he just only runs verticals, but a lot of verticals for sure. But he has a number 2 pick next year, so it'll be interesting to see who he takes. And I mean, we've seen with Louisville, he was able to get a natty, and I think he's been to one more with Louisville. He's had some big wins down there. Even though, also interesting. I mean, I know we're not really talking about the grind, and not everyone even is in the grind or pays attention, but he lost them all by like 2 or 3 scores in the grind recently with Louisville against Texas Tech. So I don't know. Maybe verticals not having that has been a huge effect on his game, but I definitely think
Is wait,
that was a big part of
Maul?
his playing
Is
style.
that Notre Dame? Who you been on his neck about too?
Nah, I'm not even on Notre Dame's neck, but
No, no, no.
The dude who has Nebraska in his name is not Nebraska.
well,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, yeah.
Nebraska.
That's what I'm
He's
talking
making it.
about.
It
Yeah,
stands
Yeah.
for quote unquote nobody.
Yeah,
It doesn't
dude.
it doesn't have to make
We gotta
sense.
get him some
Doesn't have to
something.
make sense to you guys,
hold
but
on.
as
Wait
long
a
as it makes
second.
sense to
What,
him.
Yeah.
bro? What are you talking
Can we get
about,
him to
man?
change his name when his pot is over, bro? That actually makes me upset every time I see it because I'm trying to tag OG or something, and it's
Well,
just
I,
getting
I
away.
actually did change his name, and he changed it back, and that's how I know it stands for nobody because he DM'd me saying like, why did you change it? He said it's motivation for him. So you know,
Come on, dog. We gotta give him some different motivation, man, than that. Gotta get something else. Then again, my name is Clemson champion in it, so who am I to say? At least it says my team name, though. Dang.
Listen, your name is a fact though. It happened.
Facts. I agree.
this quarterback at Florida is nasty. I think I have him in the Pac-12 this year. I mean, he should run away with the Pac-12. But I said that before I even put him down there, honestly. But this quarterback is crazy.
Florida's not bad. I think his only loss, I beat him, but I mean, I had some good breaks early. It ended up being a kind of close game, decently. He's a solid player.
How do you feel about Florida as a team though?
For next year's game,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to jump ahead. I mean, we're going to talk about some of the,
Okay. Okay. We'll save that for the beat block or whatever. My bad.
yeah. But there's definitely some interesting teams that are not going to get taken in the top 15, who are going to be very, very interesting schools, and I think Florida falls into that category.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just like you're talking about Florida State. Well, once again, we can save it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Getting into the juicy stuff. So
So yeah, Florida made himself known week 1. Let's see if we got anything going on week 2 in particular. Coco Melon. Hey, I see you though. This is a big time beatdown right here. I mean, Baylor looks like he got back on track. Maybe he took out some frustration. Arkansas had 475 yards for 15 points. I mean, do
How
we
many turnovers? Had to
do
be
we
at
need,
least
I was gonna
four.
say, do we even need to go down and look at how many turnovers he had because it's gotta be
over under on 4+.
I'm gonna go over 4.
Yeah.
It was at 4. 4 picks.
How many fumbles? He might have fumbled too, bro.
No
A couple
fumbles.
times.
No fumbles. He played 2 quarterbacks. Threw a pick with both of them.
Tough.
Oh, Baylor was back in his bag. Okay. 15 for 26 TDs. Man, let me see. I already know some of these receivers are going to have. First of all, he has an 80-yard catch. So literally receive, kickoff, verticals, touchdown. All he has to do is just not really spam verticals, man. Like he can still run it. He's so good at bumping dudes off. I don't think he probably did that with this guy though. He's a 5'7" elusive route runner. None of his receivers are tall though. I guess this guy's a physical route runner, but he's not very good. Let's see what else we got going on here. No surprises there.
Oregon quality went on the road. He probably should win that, but South Carolina's, good user. Kind of smacked him, it looks like. I didn't get to watch that one at all. But.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. And then we gotta mention, J. Roth getting back on track, going at Georgia, winning 35-0. Georgia held under 100 yards of offense at home. I mean,
Georgia was he didn't want to play that game at all, but still, like that is obviously it was late. He had to play him at like 1 or 2 in the morning. So
Oh man,
yeah, which I feel him. Like I'm probably losing that too. Not like that though. 35-0 is crazy anytime, but still.
35-0. The dude is texting me on the side. Dude, I don't care. I know you played him at 2 a.m. 57 passing yards is crazy. I think I only played a half though. I'm pretty sure, which I don't know if that boosts.
Even worse.
Yeah, I mean, I think they only played
a half.
At half, 35-0 is, man, that's bad. I'm not gonna lie.
it's okay because he got a top 6 pick next year, so don't even worry about it.
Well, he had a top. I think he didn't. He actually proved that he had like a number 4. Somehow Georgia slid to number 14 last year. But you know what it was there's been a lot of movement in the thing. But like for example, like last year, like I know OG had like a top pick and took like
Nebraska.
I'm pretty sure Dane had a top pick as well and took USC. So
And
yeah,
Georgia really kind of in like a weird year as a team. I feel like last year they just I don't know, not a lot of roster hype. There's still the dev there. You would think it went earlier, but like day one, not that much appeal in my opinion.
yeah. Washington got an Auburn win. There we go.
Shout out Penn State and shout out Penn State week 2. Great win.
Who do you play?
He beat Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, that's his boy too. That's his little bro. Oh yeah, here goes that Oregon South Carolina smackdown. Zay's a pretty good user. That's the South Carolina one, so it's definitely a big time win. Looks like he must have got. Oh, he had 4 touchdowns on the ground. Okay, Jamar Chase with a rushing touchdown. This guy is over here playing guys at Gadget, getting them in the game. I do feel like that Jamar Chase card, his strength is high. He's like a little freak, I'm not gonna lie. Pause. But yeah, this guy is interesting. Noted for anyone in tier 1 that Jamar Chase will be in the backfield for Oregon. Let's see, week 3. Got anything crazy? Syracuse user holding it down. So, let's talk about this Pittsburgh user for a minute. Have y'all seen him play at all yet recently? Ever?
Yeah, I've seen him play once or twice.
How do you feel
It
about
ain't
him?
great.
Is it the same? It's been the same Pitt user since we've had Pitt, right?
I think so, yep.
Yeah, I've seen him play a couple times.
Well, how do you feel about his game?
You know, he cool. I don't know what you really want me to say about it. Like it's nothing to be like, call home the cows or whatever. He's still in tier 3 for a reason, but I just.
Well, he's not just in tier 3.
Is it
He's 0-5.
0-5? Is this? I could be thinking of somebody else, but I feel like after his games, he's always like his team is holding him back.
Yeah, he always
And
says
27 is going to be different.
27 is going to be different. Is that guy?
Yeah. Okay.
There's a couple of those in here though.
Well, I mean, what team does he think he's about to get in 27? At his, where's he going to be picking? Like,
I mean, like we mentioned, we'll get to in the podcast mail, but scheme over team for sure. I don't think any team is gonna save you from if you're 0-5 in tier 3. I mean, I don't know what's the team gonna do. I mean,
Listen, tier 3 is I'll pass. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. There's not much. There's not much left in tier 3 right now.
I tried.
With the guys who left tier 1 and then dudes moved up, and so tier 3 right now is definitely a little bit watered down. I mean, Day says he's not gonna play day 1 with us, and Day's pretty good over at Iowa, but he said he's not gonna play day 1 next season. And then Florida,
Train
we
with Day?
mentioned. Nah, this is Darkwing Day.
Oh man, why not? Everything all right?
He just said that he said he's busy with his kids and stuff, and probably not gonna buy the game right when it comes out.
Okay, that's fair. Like mid-summer drop is kind of understandable.
Notre Dame went to Florida State and put on a beat down. I wish I could have had this luck. Owen Cleveland was
Ooh.
running around in circles against me and throwing dots. But
Ooh, question.
yeah,
Right now, who do y'all got? Like overall for the 26 season, Notre Dame or Zevi?
Zev slightly, but very, very good discussion. But I think Zev slightly.
yeah, I gotta go Zev too. I think they had a protected rivalry and Zev won that. So
Zev just wins a lot of games, bro. Notre Dame does too, but I feel like Zevi just finds a way to win. Even games he shouldn't win, he sometimes
Second half of 26, Notre Dame is
killing me.
yeah,
been on quite a run.
second half, I definitely think Notre Dame's been better. But even if you go just overall, I mean, I think Oklahoma has the edge. If you went through the whole season.
I'm curious.
It took so long for Notre Dame to actually win one, though. I feel like it took a long. We were waiting for him to break out for like 3/4 of the game.
But the same could be
Sometimes
said
you
for
just need a host on the podcast to believe in you.
the same could be said for Zev though. Zev hasn't won in a long time. I mean, I think he went to a natty.
What was that, year 4 he won?
He went to a
But how
natty.
many playoff wins did Zev have throughout the time? You know what I'm saying? Like Notre Dame didn't have a playoff win until
That's
2 seasons ago.
That's true. No, I mean I'm with you. I'm taking Oklahoma, but just
Crazy conversation. They might have the same amount of playoff wins now.
I think they do. I mean,
I believe it.
Zev hasn't really won in a little while. I mean, wasn't he in the natty last year? No, he went to the semifinal last year. But yeah, I think he went to that one natty against Ohio State, and then he won the one against me maybe like year 4 or 5, but hasn't been to one since.
He ran into OG a lot though, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
He has sometimes, but I think he's also ran into other people too. I mean, I think Notre Dame's beat him. I think Clemson's beat him.
None but champions. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, Zevi's like slightly better in most categories that matter to me. I think. I guess his overall win percentage is better. Playoff percentage is very slightly better. His record versus top 25 is better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking Zev too.
And Zevi also top 25, 66 and 22 versus top 25 is very, very good. Like it's elite. Any way you slice it, it's elite.
Yeah.
Which OG didn't leave, so we can like compare his stats too. But it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, I have OG's coaching card before he left. I'm gonna post the coaching cards of the main people in the archives of this Discord for next season, so people can't sit up here and lie on what they were doing. But
Crazy.
or at least try to mitigate that. But
He's like, we got record books. Well, you know what? You ain't get locked out this year, so we could always just open it back up.
Locked out of what? Oh, you mean
how you like just up and jacked everybody's season last year?
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It was.
Zevi's record is 115 and 27 also, which I mean, shout out, bro. Just elite.
Penn State beating Maul. How do y'all feel about this? Lucky win or Penn State getting better?
Listen, the way you talk about him, I could only assume that Penn State is just getting better because you don't have a lot of faith in Maul.
Dang.
And then if you just read the chat though, is that like a off the wall statement or
Of how I feel about Maul?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Maul's good.
I don't know if you said. I don't think you said a good thing about him. So to be like, bro is on the mend from his torn bicep.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I
Credit
mean,
where credit's due. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna
It's
say
just tough when he has that game, and then I think you beat him like 49-0 that either next week or sometime, you know what I'm saying, recently,
yeah.
before or after that. It's just tough to say. But
I mean, there's just such a big gap between tier one and the rest of the league, to be honest. But definitely tier one and tier three is just it's such a major, like,
yeah,
really tough. What else we got going on?
did Georgia beat Oregon this week? What week are you on? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at my Twitch.
I'm on week 4. Yeah, Georgia beat Oregon pretty good this week, but you see it had 5 plays. It was an interesting game. That's Georgia's only win on the season. Oregon had like a really. I don't want to give them too much of an excuse just because I didn't give Georgia an excuse when he played J. Roth at 2 a.m. But Oregon's connection was so bad he like had to like run the ball the whole game basically.
Mm.
But definitely a big time win on the road right there. It had 5 attempted plays, which is crazy. How did this game go? The Tennessee Clemson. Tennessee is still ranked number 7 with this loss, but
Tennessee, Clemson.
how did that
He
go?
should have probably won that game, I think, off the top of my head. I think he was in control for a good amount of the game. I just happened to make some plays down the stretch, but good game. He's in here too if he wants to chime in how he felt. But
Who's in here?
Tennessee joined a minute back. He hasn't said anything, but of course, but if he knows he's in here, he can for sure hop on. But
Nah, heavy. Shut your ass up.
jeez.
But it's like, nah.
I think it was just turnovers mainly. How I ended up winning. I think he threw 4 picks, 3 or 4 picks.
He said J. Roth is a trash box. Nah, Dame time. You can't. I can. Hold on. We'll get you on there.
He
I'll
got
address,
Nighthawk back in, so
I'll
yeah,
address
can't
that.
James out of him.
You said Nighthawk's back in.
That's what you said. He said you're gonna give him spot 31. That way he can't cheat because he got one of the worst teams. We got a transaction log. That's what you said.
Nah, that's see that's you trying to be buddy again, man.
It's good for the league, man. I think it's good for the league, but I understand why not. Also,
Notre Dame in here, he can go ahead and drop who he's taking number 1. Just go ahead and let everybody know.
I don't know why all these dudes are like in here. Like, since when can you join this? I got to go work on the roll. I don't have time for it right now.
the name's not in on my screen. That's weird.
Yeah, he's not
In
on
the
my
app, at least.
not on my screen either.
I don't think everybody has permission to talk though, even if they join.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
But
Ole Miss almost caught Alabama. That probably was a good game. Let's see who was hooping. Alabama's been doing all right. Oh, wrong game. What was Alabama? How's Alabama been playing recently? 422 yards passing. 26 completions for 380 something yards. I mean, it's not terrible, J. Roth. I'm not gonna lie. Not terrible. This running back they have is a problem. No Shifty though. That's always whack. All right, let me just skim through these. Texas blew him out. Oregon blew out Syracuse. I was expecting more out of Syracuse here. I'm not gonna lie. Them being 1-4 this year, after dominating the Pac-12, is kind of disappointing. We'll see how they do in Big 12 play though. Got a big win versus Nebraska.
Is that
What'd you say?
disregard? Sorry.
Miami did beat UNC here. That was a big time win for him. UNC's only loss on the season. 64-57. What a game. Guess nobody could get a stop. Anything else of note? Alabama beating Florida State too. Let's see what else we got. Tennessee beating South Carolina. That's a good win for him. surprised South Carolina still ranks so high. Notre Dame beat the brakes off of Alabama there. A couple big force wins that might have gone the other way if they weren't. I was excited for those games. What else we looking at? Miami beating Georgia. And then week 7 this week. That Alabama-Texas game is going to be interesting. Who you guys got? Or Oklahoma-Texas game this week.
I think Zev is gonna beat him again.
Same, since it's neutral site.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I don't know if y'all got a chance to listen to their pregame pressers. Y'all being the league, or podcast host too. But I thought it was pretty cool, man. They play all the time anyway, so hear like how they think about the game differently. I wish Mace would have said more, but it's a good start for that. I like bringing that to the league. Hopefully, y'all rock with it too.
Yeah, no, I thought that was really tight. I kind of want to go back to it. Maybe we can dig into what they said a little bit. I don't remember exactly.
One of the main talking points I think for both is that like Mace thinks Devi just runs with his quarterback all the time, hike and haul, which is also going to tie into one of the questions. But and then Zev says he runs a lot with the quarterback because Mace blitzes the whole game and also has a dominant D line. So, I mean, personally, I see both sides. I think there's players who definitely hike and haul. I wouldn't put Zev at the top of that list at all, personally.
Back hikes and haul,
Everyone does at times. Like sometimes you need to, like depending on pressure. Like it's I don't know. It's someone who's doing it every play for no reason. Like immediately, no read, nothing. I'm just rolling out and trying to playmaker on the sideline.
Oh, can I ask the question though? Like when we say hike and haul, are we like roll out to run? Because I know Zev and Bag does it, but they do it looking downfield. I don't think they're ever like predetermined. If I get out the pocket, I'm running with the quarterback.
I mean, personally, I don't feel like I really hike and haul because I don't really have a fast quarterback. I mean, I do hike and haul occasionally when I have my backup quarterback in, but that's it. Basically, a design run. I mean, the dude is not. I'm only throwing that if the dude's fucking completely wide open because he can't really throw that well. But I mean, in my opinion, yeah, I wouldn't say Zev is at the top of the hike and haul list. I mean, I think Cole, for example, does it way more. Out of people in tier 1, and then the lower in tiers you go, the more people do that because that's really all. Notre Dame does it a lot too. Notre Dame is getting out of the pocket all the time. Chucky's doing that all the time.
Ooh, talk to him.
So I mean, I wish the contains would work. But Zev does it a lot too. I mean, but in Zev's thing is more the fact that in my opinion, the thing is he doesn't necessarily hike and haul because he makes a lot of reach from the pocket. I think, but I've also never seen him, or I think he's best when he has a quarterback who's like obscenely fast, as opposed to. I would love to see what he would do if he had a quarterback who was, let's just say, 85 speed. I don't know, something like normal. But yeah, Mace pressures. But honestly, bro, I don't think that he really sends that much. Like, I mean, he does send pressure and he's doing stunts and da da da. But I mean, I don't think his pressures. I think Nebraska's pressure is way better than Texas pressure.
No, it is. It is. But there's a time, and Mace has gotten better, refined his game. There was a time, probably like kind of a mid range of years, where he would just blitz every single play pretty much and have no like real scheme, not disguised that he's never dropping back, sending pressure. That's easy to beat. If you know pressure's coming every time, you know what it's going to be. That's fine.
Yeah, but he was doing that a while. I don't feel like he's doing that now. Like,
you think he's doing that now?
No, I don't think Mace is doing that now. Like, I feel like
no, I don't at all. That's what I'm saying. I think he's gotten a little bit better with that than he used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I think now he does a pretty good job of, like, he does like get pressure sometimes. But I mean, a lot of times he's just running contains or he's running stunts to contain. He's not running like Texas 4-man. He's running like other stunts because he thinks you're going to roll out, which I think is somewhat smart. I mean, I think Nebraska's much more of just I'm just gonna blitz the dog shit out of you, and like, what are you gonna do about it? But I think also
And they,
Nebraska's blitzes are much more well. I don't think either one is like doing it to the point where it's like detrimental to the game or something. But I think
mhm,
Nebraska's gonna try to overpower you with blitzing, and I think Texas was trying to do that at one point, but wasn't as good at it as Nebraska was. Um, but Nebraska will really do that, and then Nebraska gets better at like showing that, sending for,
mhm.
um, doing it in times where you have to drop back to make a read, so he's doing it now, and like it puts you in a tough spot. But I feel like Nebraska's gonna try to beat you with brute force more than like anybody else, blitzing wise.
True.
But yeah, I see both sides with anyways. Back to the Texas Oklahoma thing, I see both sides too. I mean, Texas definitely does get good pressure in general. But I think Zev's gonna run off his quarterback regardless of who he's playing anyway. I mean, he does the same thing when I play him.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's more for me. It's more of a killer when you like locked up down the field. So like he sits in the pocket for a little bit, everything's locked, and then he'll run and kind of kill you on a play that you defended well. Those to me make me more upset than whatever Hike and Holy does. It's rare, but those are the
Yeah,
killers, man. You get perfectly schemed up defense, first, second, third read locked, and he still gets it just the first down because his quarterback's 97 speed. Those hurt.
yeah. I mean,
Those
for
hurt.
me, whenever I'm playing against Zev, I'm gonna put a spy on the field like 99% of the time because I think he's gonna run with his quarterback. I mean, his first read
Hmm.
might not be open a lot of times, and he's gonna extend the play and then probably throw some shit that's 40 yards down the field and open. Um, so that's what I would do because I'm not just getting endless pressure all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna.
to answer Maul's question, he said that we're going to ban Hike and Hole. I feel like I don't know. I know I've heard of a league doing it. I don't even know how you could really kind of enforce that because sometimes, it's just what's needed on the play. So I feel like no, but
Are they in
that's
the
just me.
Are they in the podcast mail just chopping it up? Yeah, I mean
Hmm.
it's impossible to ban, and I mean impossible to define. Um, so, I mean, if someone's just spamming it, like I think we had to tell uh, Arkansas when he first joined the league to stop doing that because he was literally just every single time catch it, roll to the right. But I mean, if it's not like that egregious, it's kind of hard to address. I feel like
Hmm.
so. Um, yeah. What else is going on this week? We got Alabama and North Carolina. Who y'all taking?
Ooh.
That's a really good matchup. Really good matchup.
North Carolina's at home.
How's who been playing this year? I'm not really.
I mean he's 4-1. I can pull up his schedule. Let's see. I know
Whose games are always at like 1 a.m. or the very. I never catch his games for the most part.
yeah, but
You know.
him and J Roth to play at the same. Oh, well, you mean by that? But yeah, they play at the same time, so they'll definitely get it in. They both are
Oh no, no.
late night guys.
Yeah, I just meant me watching the stream. Like dudes playing at the 1:30. I catch y'all in the morning, see who won. That's I got.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
he
be out.
definitely has had a pretty weak schedule so far. So I would say Hoop's not playing great ball. I mean, he beat Chucky at home by 11. That's probably his best win of the season. And Chucky's 2-3. Then he played 1-4 and 0-5 opponents from tier 3, and then lost to Maul and gave up 64 points to Maul. So I would say he's not playing the best ball heading into conference play. Even though this Alabama game is his across the line tier 1 game. But he's got, we're going to find out real quick because he's got Alabama, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Clemson, Oregon, Texas in a row.
Whew. Yeah.
So we're going to find out how he's doing. But I would say his, up to this point, hasn't been great.
True.
Uh,
I'm
I,
taking over 80 in that game. That's what I would say.
I don't think
I don't have answers
I
who
don't
will
think
win,
J
but
Roth can put up that many points.
That's hit or miss. I
J
don't
Roth, on the
know.
other hand, has a big time win against beat Florida State at home by 3. Did get smacked the following week on the road against Notre Dame by 37. Um, but Alabama has a pretty good road. I mean, they have 2 losses and still have three more CPU games to play. Um, and then I mean, he has a pretty relatively easy schedule. He's got at North Carolina. If this will be a game that he probably wants to secure that win. If he gets that win, he'll be at 7 wins already baked in for the season. Um, then he's got to go at Baylor, another game that he probably can win. He gets LSU at home, which is good for him, and Auburn at home. So I mean, he has a pretty favorable schedule to make the playoffs. Um, but anyways, who y'all taking?
Uh, you know, I think J. Ross might win that for some reason. I feel like he might get that done.
Sure, let's do that. I like it.
Yeah, throw me on that train too. I'm going J. Ross.
Whole panel on
Like,
J. Ross. Yeah,
yeah, I'm
maybe
not
never mind. I don't
confident.
know.
Not confident in it, but I'm not confident. Yeah.
Florida State got the win against me earlier this week at home. Do we have any other like big?
Oh,
Tough game, though.
I
Tough
missed
game
that.
on the road. It was
Yeah.
a tough game.
Yeah, it was. I mean, yeah.
Cole, I mean, far from me to talk about a loss to Cole. Cole be whooping my ass, but I don't know what it is. He just finds a way to beat me. What happened in your game? Like, why do you feel like you lost?
I mean, this quarterback was just making plays. I mean, I mean,
Come on now, talk
Mhm.
about it. Roll out, back foot, 360, no scope.
yeah, this quarterback was making some pretty insane throws. Like there was one time this was like kind of in crunch time where he like hiked, rolled out to the right, had nothing, rolled all the way back across to the left, like dropped back like 30 yards, outran my DN, came around, threw it like 50 yards downfield to his running back. It's like plays like that.
Sheesh.
It's just like, I mean, there's not really that much I can do about it, I guess. But so yeah, this quarterback had a hell of a game, I would say. So
These pocket passers doing that?
yeah. Well, one that pocket passer was at LSU last year, but I'm sure he put his speed up because he was already like a
Hmm.
94 overall last year. He was my backup quarterback, so I'm assuming he probably spent and he was like star or elite dev. Let me see, and his speed was actually pretty good last year. He was faster than Colt McCoy was last year. Colt McCoy was like 84 speed last year.
Oh no, he's crazy. Yeah, no, he's good. Definitely good.
Yeah,
86 speed's very good for a pocket passer. That's fire. And
and
then 95
96,
change of direction,
90.
agility. Come on.
Yeah. So he was making, and then 98 throw power. So I mean,
Whew.
he was making some absurd plays that kind of saved the day. Um, and he had a nice switch stick pick six my opening drive too. And I mean, I ended up getting a pick back, but you know, that kind of did it. What do you think, Terrell? Since I guess you watched it.
Yeah, early the pick six hurt, like you said, but you got it back. I was a lot of late conversions, like even on like his last scoring drive. I think there was another third down where he was just kind of scrambling. You had everything initially boxed up, and your ends were he couldn't outrun them, but he could outmaneuver them enough to wait for a receiver to come back to the ball past the first down. And I think that happened a couple times. So
Yeah, definitely those were annoying as fuck. But it is what it is. I think we got Notre Dame next week, so that'll be a big time game. But yeah, that kind of wraps up those weeks. Let's see what else we got on our agenda. Recruiting wars. Let's see what's good in the trenches or on the trails at the moment. Top classes. Zev, 3 5 stars. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but nice. That's big time for Zeb, and Notre Dame's got one. Those are the only 5 stars committed. Only a few have committed so far. Okay, that's crazy. So I mean, we don't got to look too far in these recruiting things at the moment, because well, I guess we can go check out.
Speaking of 5 stars, if LSU wants to hop off that 5 star quarterback, I'd be greatly appreciated.
You know what's crazy? I'll go take a peek at these 5 star quarterbacks because this is the best quarterback class I've ever seen. Can we just, if you're looking at my screen, I mean this quarterback prospect is ridiculous. UGA was trying to say he's seen a better quarterback prospect. I just doubt it. I mean, the dude is a 5 star gem, elite dev, 97 throw power, throw on the run, short accuracy, medium accuracy, all over 80 already with 84 speed and 89 excel out the pack, and the natural and field general and road dog. I mean, the only thing I guess you could want there is maybe headstrong, but I mean that's pretty mother freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. Which quarterback are you talking about? Oh, so then there's this quarterback who's pretty good, who I'm just recruiting for fun. But he's another intriguing one.
What a selfish thing to say. Just recruiting for fun. I already got the best quarterback we might have seen all year, but
This guy's not bad though. I mean, he's only impact dev, but he does have that purple adrenaline is tough because, you know, he's the kind of guy with purple adrenaline. Man, you just max out that dude's speed, and he's never getting worn and torn really, and you can kind of just do what you got to do. Running the rock with bro, he'll be a good player. I don't know if I'm going to really get him. The only way I have a chance of getting him is if Oregon loses this week, which I didn't have them as game of the week, so I'm assuming they're playing someone they should beat. Or it's a C. Oh, matter of fact, it was a CPU. So he's going to get that win. We'll see how far of a boost he gets. He might commit this week to Oregon, which is fine. We don't need that guy. And then this quarterback from Michigan, who, by the way, you're definitely not going to get, Terrell. I'm sorry.
you see what I'm saying? But for what?
I mean, I just own Michigan. I think all my best players are like from Michigan. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I got that pipeline boost to where now I'm gold in Michigan, that is big time. But another 5 star gem quarterback, backfield creator who will
You
come
don't need to sit on the bench.
will come ride the bench at LSU. I mean, honestly, this quarterback, the other 5 star gem won't play either. I mean, I got Joe Burrow over there just waiting in the wings right now. So yeah, we've never had a problem at quarterback with LSU. I'll definitely say I don't know what it is, but we always seem to have a guy or three. So yeah, but let's see where some of these other 5 stars are going. Oh yeah, I just took this guy. He's still on my board. This guy's gonna be really good. I'm definitely not gonna get him, but it's a 5 star gem. Let me see. I can pull him up in particular. 91 speed, elite dev, gold 50/50, 5 star gem, number one player in the country. Uh, Wide receiver out of. Looks like he's going to end up going to. If Texas can get a win this week, he might commit, or Texas will be in the drop. Texas will get him. Honestly, if Texas can beat Zev this week, I'll be knocked out of the top 3 for sure. Probably regardless, honestly. Well, actually, what'll save me and maybe I could end up getting him actually will be if Texas gets smacked by Zev, and he basically gets like a negative week off that visit, because it is a rivalry game. So if Zev smacks him on top of that, that might be able to put me back in the top 3. And then if I can beat Notre Dame, then I'll probably end up getting him actually. But this guy's a monster. I mean, you rarely see contested specialists that fast and that tall and with the most important badge already at gold. I mean, that guy's unreal. Um, Cornerback. How's this guy look, Clemson?
Clemson has not been participating in recruiting this year, so you can tell me the name. I can see if I scouted them real quick.
I mean, that would be dumb of you, but you're in third place on the number 2 player in the country, so
Is it Troop?
yeah.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's good. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I didn't recruit him. I mean, I am got points on. I'm not really recruiting him because he's got the playing time deal breaker, which we aren't locked in on. Then you got a tight battle for this 5-star gem linebacker between 4 powerhouses. We also got this 5-star gem to come to LSU. If you were wondering why my team's so good, because we just recruit our butts off, man. But we got visits 8, 9, and 10. UGA only team with no visit, but this guy's a monster. 6'4" signal caller coming in at 89 speed, 81 strength, 83 hit power. Yeah, this guy's gonna be an animal. It'll be interesting to see where that guy goes. It's a shame none of these guys will really play. Because this class had some guys at least coming to me. definitely gave me some good players. Anybody else in particular? Let's see. Looks like Texas is getting this 5-star bust. This guy's impact dev. A safety. Notre Dame looks like they're about to get this lineman. What else we got? Oklahoma's going to get another 5-star. I'm pretty sure that guy's going to end up coming home. Actually, he might go to FSU. I think FSU's going to get this guy off that win he got today, if I'm not mistaken. Troop's not coming to me. Yeah. FSU's probably going to get that guy to commit. 6'2", 91 speed zone corner, star dev. If he doesn't commit, we got to beat Notre Dame, and maybe we'll get him. Yeah, but I guess we'll check back next pod, see a few more of these guys will probably come in. Oklahoma looks like they're gonna have a pretty beastly class this time around, though. A lot of guys. Oh, wait. There's another quarterback from Michigan, and you're telling me to get off the guy from Michigan, Terrell? 2 5-star quarterbacks out of Michigan this year? Hello?
He's not good. He's just a 5-star.
Oh. Yeah, that probably
He's really not that good.
Yeah, I didn't recruit
He's
him.
a backfield creator.
I didn't recruit him at all. I see I was in the picture.
You're not missing nothing. That's why I want the other guy.
Oh, it's because of playing time deal breaker, though. I couldn't anyways, I guess.
Yeah, you're not missing nothing. I will miss Michigan next year.
Man, I mean, we'll get to
As
it. But Michigan is gonna be one of those teams next year, I think. All right, what do we got next? We already talked about the grudge match. Strategy topic: how to attack cover 3. Terrell, how are you gonna attack a cover 3 defense?
Seams.
Okay.
Got to attack the seams. We're just talking about straight cover 3, right?
Yeah. Cover 3.
Seams and flood concepts. It's really basic way to do it. Easiest way to do it is out of a 3x1, or you could do it out of a 2x2, but depends what you prefer.
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't mean to do that, actually. It was interesting. Mumbo lost to Maul on a seam play. Well, one, he ran cover 3. Crazy situation. We can just dissect this, but you're up 4. right?
Yeah.
Up for 20 seconds to go in the game. Your opponent is on their own 30-yard line. It's 4th and 2. They go 5 wide. What defense are you calling?
Some type of 3-down dime set.
Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Definitely got to get the DBs out there.
And either cover 3 lock or cover 4.
Yeah, well, I
I'm
think
running
you.
4 a
Oh,
lot.
what'd you say? You running 4?
Yeah, definitely a lot of 4.
Yeah. And I'm running 3 lock just to protect the seam.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm sure Mumbo's listening. He's probably going to be in the chat, but I'm pretty sure he was running cover 3 lock, and Maul was able to tear that up for the for a hole shot for game, basically.
Yeah, because he didn't. He just kept it as a standard lock. So I think he was in like a 2x2 set. So like the one slot, you got to be man. The other slot is still just not really accounted for, and that's who he hit. If he wasn't lock, I mean,
No,
I don't remember what he
cover 3
ran.
lock is match on the opposite side.
He might have turned
So
match off.
seam.
Maybe he had drops.
Yeah, no. He didn't. They definitely didn't match at all.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's
He
definitely
went straight at
can't.
the seam untouched, or not touched, but unaccounted for.
That's the whole point of lock is because one side is drop and the other side is match, but they manned up. I guess what probably statistically would be the guy running the seam. So, but yeah, I saw that. That was tough.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're saying against cover 3 you're going I wonder if is it showing my stream right now without too much like glitchiness, I wonder. But you said we're hitting the seam, which I'm just lighting this seam up right now in practice mode. It's obviously
Yeah.
the easiest thing ever. And then flood concepts as well, you were saying.
Like, and this is going to be, I'll just throw out an easy one right here. Just,
Jeez.
I'm not even going to, I'm going to just tell you a concept that might not look like a traditional flood, but it still is. Throw your outside receiver on a comeback, your seam on a streak, and then your tight end on an out or a zig.
So you said tight end on a zig.
Yeah, so just like you got it in verticals, that's fine.
It won't let me hot route hunt for some reason, but we'll just leave him on that. Like this.
Yep. Same concept. Something attacking the deep sideline. You still got some able to hit the seam, and then you could hit the deep comeback later if that curl flat doesn't drop back far enough. So
Not bad.
it's not a traditional looking flood, but the concept is the exact same, and you still can attack the seam versus putting that
Yeah.
outside guy on a streak and like somebody from the inside on a corner.
Yeah. For my liking, personally, I also would say to go ahead and stem that
Stem it up, yeah,
stem
for
that
sure.
comeback up at least one notch. You could really even do 2, really. Like I'm gonna try it at 2 right now, but cause you see that guy's in that cloud, so he's going up, but then now eventually it's just like he's gotta come down. But if you leave it like wrong side of it, well, this is doubles. Another way you can just annihilate the seams. Hopefully it goes to doubles again, but you basically just got to wait for that middle safety to just pick a side, and he can't guard both of those. Another thing I like out of doubles, I mean, it's gonna be kind of too slow here, I think, because it's gonna be tight ends running this. But I like this double cross action from the 2 slot guys, and you can stem them up even one notch.
You gonna give this away?
Because, I mean, that safety in the middle, if you get time, that safety's going to have to pick a side, and again, you can just, I mean...
You're going to give this one away. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad easy. This play right here, this stock play is great against a cover 3 match, by the way. It's not in match right now, but that A route on that crosser would come would be butt naked against match, just because of the way they're going to end up matching that. But yeah, that's probably my favorite cover three. Just, I mean, really simple. Just to bomb it. I mean, if someone is just going to sit up here and run stock cover three, or even cover three lock with the match turned off, because it's still just, you're going to see one side's going to get manned up. I mean, it's not, they're not doing it on this play, but whichever side doesn't get manned up,
Mm-hmm.
the other one is going to be wide open. And you can pretty much do that at any doubles. And then, of course, the same thing is it's the same concept at the end of the day. It's just kind of not as easy to take it to the house sometimes. It's just the same thing where you just put this middle safety in conflict. That was way too early, but still got it there. Screens, of course, great way to attack any zone. A lot of times the D lineman will kind of react to that if you run it more than once, but that's another thing. Froz, what are you doing against cover three?
First of all, was, I guess, knowing that they're in cover three, being able to diagnose that. And then my passing game is really not great. But seems if you can hit them, of course. I mean, that's kind of like you showed 8 or 10 times in this jump. The seams are just going to be very hard to guard. Then if you get a user who like mans up both seams in a three still, it just leaves a lot. Like where they're vacating is a ton of space. So 3, I think, is one of the easier ones to attack. I'd be more interested like how y'all attack like 4s and different things like palms and stuff like that. But
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that on another day in the pod.
OG asked about man. I think he's maybe trolling because people say he ran man all the time. But
Nah,
we can talk about
He's
that.
trolling because his guy. He's trolling because his guy. He feels like Ohio State got done dirty by me not letting them have a chance at the top pick, and that was why, because he runs man every single play.
Charles, I got a question. Are you not recognizing the cover three, or you're just not like paying attention to it or reading it?
Yeah, because we can go over an easy way to see what they're in.
I think I was saying that was more of a general statement, like getting to the line of scrimmage and seeing that you think they might be in the 3. Like post snap, if they're disguising or if they modified it, pretty well. Maybe sometimes tough. You get,
So I
like
mean,
real life, it's got coverage and stuff.
like right now, for example, like this is probably one of the harder cover threes to diagnose because they're in cover three cloud.
It's probably. Oh, is it club?
I'm pretty sure it's cover three cloud, because what's going to happen is those 2 top safeties are going to rotate to the right, and that back safety is going to be in a third, or that left side cornerback
Back
in a third.
corner.
But you can tell that if you look at the slot player, the dude with the fire emoji above his head, against trips, when he's like outside of the player like that, he's in a curl flat. So that's an easy way to recognize, like, against a lot of coverages. For example, if he was on the inside right now instead of the outside, that would probably indicate that he's in some type of seam flat or match coverage. So you could kind of diagnose, like, okay, they're in like, you can tell this is covered through cloud right now because that outside corner is on the inside, so he's either in man or a flat, and based on how the rest of these guys are lined up, it doesn't look like anyone else is in man, so you can assume that guy on the outside's in a flat. So then it says, okay, well, if he's in a flat, and there's a guy in the curl flat right next to him. But actually, that doesn't really make sense. Let's see how this plays, because yeah, he's dropping back. No, it was the guy on the left side who was in a curl flat, not the guy on the right. On that play, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the right side guy dropped back, and that left side guy was in the curl flat over there. But you can see, like, from this position where he's lined up right here on this outside, that's a good indicator that he's in a curl flat. So you see you're gonna get that chuck, and he's gonna drop shoot, maybe he's in. Maybe this guy's the one in the cloud, but he's in some type of flat. You see that he's not playing like match coverage or man coverage. He's over here. That's the curl. That's the cloud flat.
Hmm.
This is the curl flat. So I mean, cover through cloud I think is the hardest one to be able to tell what they're doing. But
So if y'all are reading him like often, can you run it back to like the start of the play immediately? Like if you were to key in on that dude, pretty much, right? And you know your route concept. So like ball snapped, and I mean you can show whatever you want. It don't really matter. But ball snapped, and like you see him pretty much getting deft to the outside, right? Or y'all throwing you're hitting 85 right away. Like that's immediate
well,
read, quick.
yeah, if you can, for me, like, and this is out of trips, they don't always line up this. They would line up differently actually against like 2x2, right?
Right.
But so I see him like that. I know he's on the outside. He's playing some type of flat. So first thing I'm looking for personally is to snap that throw into that seam spot if there's not going to be anyone there. But I'm gonna make sure that he's in a flat because he's gonna chuck him a lot of times.
Hmm.
You picked probably the hardest cover three cloud to look at.
Yeah, this
Three
cloud,
is just probably the hardest cover three cloud to try to.
yeah, this cloud is disguised well. Honestly, it might fuck me up, but that dude wouldn't fuck me up. I would know that he's in some type of flat, so I'm gonna look for him. I probably wouldn't be running just a cover three beater. Honestly, look, I probably wouldn't be able to just diagnose cover three cloud that easy because it's kind of, as Terrell's mentioned, is a little bit harder to recognize than a basic cover three. Matter of fact, oh yeah, I'll just show this for now. Maybe I'll change it to a regular cover three in a second. But yeah, I'm gonna look for that guy to chuck him because I know if this is a streaks or if this is. Let me just see if I can audible to an easier all go. Yeah. So I mean, this all go sucks because this is an option route all go, but you're gonna see as soon as he chucks him, he's open right away, like every time. Um, Unless they're like doing something else. And like you'll see right here, he's on the outside again. He's gonna chuck him. He's open. There's nothing you can do about it unless you user that or make some type of adjustment. And then so let's just say you did adjust to it. Then you can start looking for other things. So out of trips, like you can easily make, like Terrell said, that was a really nice flood concept where it's like, all right, so they covered that. Now you can hit this right away. Maybe try to get around that corner, depending if you're what hash mark you're on. These option vertical routes are the worst things in this entire game, honestly. But once again, snap throw, he's open. But let's say they cover that. Now he came down. You got one on one with a deep third. That comeback's gonna win every time. So it's kind of just giving yourself those options. So like now we've got 2x2. Um, you know, you can do a lot of things. Honestly, if we just go back to the base, crap, I didn't mean to do that. I kind of just cooked it. So I'll just show this one again. But yeah, this snap throw is I mean, one of the toughest things to stop in this game. I mean, you can even rack that sometimes and get out of there, as we talked about.
And don't worry, if it's a good throw, a lot of times you'll get a penalty for holding before you even throw it, or as soon as you throw it.
Yeah, gotta love EA for that. But then yeah, another thing, I mean, just comebacks in general against those deep thirds are just gonna win. So I mean, even something like this, I mean, you still have everything. Like you got this snap throw to Y, wasn't that open, but that's gonna win a lot. Jeez, but of course he makes a heck of a play. Dropping right there. Yeah, so like you see, it's kind of hard to recognize it again, but you can almost do these out of just any play. It won't let me hot route A, which is annoying. But even still, you can run this to just one side. I mean, this is the same cover three beater. It's only going to be a one-way bomb here, but you're going to see that Y route was open in the middle of the field forever. Yeah, I'm over here pushing the wrong buttons and whatnot, but you get the picture. Let's see a regular cover three real quick, just so we can show how much easier they are to read when someone's just in a regular cover three. So once again, you see how I mean, this was like cover one, honestly, right? You would think it's cover one, but the dead give because the corners on the outside are aligned to the inside as if they're in man coverage, right? So the first thing I would see is okay, the outside corner is on the inside, maybe it's man. But then if it was man, this guy over the trips with the flame icon over his head would also be to the inside if it was man, and he's not. He's on the outside. So now okay, this is cover three. If he was lying straight up over top of him, I would say it's cover one hole. But he's lined up on the outside, so I mean it's kind of a dead giveaway that guy's in a flat because they're just in that position. And once again, well, they did a good job that time, but that's going to be open a lot. It's kind of hard to stop that. I mean, just in general. So, yeah. Anything else y'all got about cover three?
It's a good sauce. It's good sauce for sure.
Do we have any crazy milestones? Has anyone seen any milestones? Anything crazy happening across the league?
I wanted to look at the records and see. I don't think like recently, probably not, but kind of want to check and see if there are any all-time leaders, stuff like that.
Oh, you mean wow? Hold on, we're one game away from our 100th win in this league, by the way. Shout out us.
Pretty good.
But you meant the records, like these records.
Yeah.
Got out Notre Dame, 102 wins, finally hit the century mark.
Facts. Yeah, can't skip over that one. We do have national all-time record, Robert Kelly. Shout out to Papa Burgundy for stealing Robert Kelly from Miami, bringing him to Alabama, turning him into a Monstar his last year. Honestly, a lot of that goes out to J-Roth. A lot of those touchdowns were done at Miami. I think he only played at Alabama for one season. But he has the career touchdown record, which is definitely a major. I'm pretty sure this Tony Draper was from Baylor as well. Baylor's got a guy up here. Oregon has a guy up here.
Fire.
We bring it over to game. This happened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was OG spamming the CPU. I'm pretty sure for 47 receptions from one receiver in a game. Insane.
Look at Arkansas. Receivers going crazy.
8 touchdowns in a game. That had to be a CPU because
Yeah, man.
yeah.
It probably was.
For a season, we got anybody good? Oh, the old Ohio State user in a season, 6,000 yards with this cute quarterback. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, he's going crazy.
6,000 yards, 68 touchdowns. That's pretty absurd, for sure.
Austin Pollack, if we're still doing a Hall of Fame, he had to be a Hall of Famer, right? His numbers seem to be crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean he had my vote. I mean dudes didn't pick him for whatever reason, but he was in by me. Shout out
Ole Miss too, man.
19 interceptions. Yeah. That's with the linebacker for the national record of a season picks. That's big time, right there.
Nah, he's going crazy, lurking.
Maybe we got some by the conference ACC. I mean, these are vintage. It's like a year one. Okenzo going off. Mace spamming the CPU.
Alvin Henderson.
Man, that was a guy. I don't know if anybody remembers that dude, but he was a certified skater.
South Carolina gonna be back in the running with Nick Harbor next year.
Oh yeah. They're one of mine. We're about to get to that segment, but they're definitely one of my sleeper teams. Baylor's in here. There's that interception record again. We can go
the SEC
career.
Boy, Enrique Lord. He might have the not all time, but he got to be up there. 29. 29 is crazy. Lord, the SEC. I went to the SEC. My fault. But
I'm in SEC right now. Doesn't look like Lord has rushing touchdowns. Not for a career, but maybe for a season.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 29 touchdowns. Big time for sure.
Tebow 57 is crazy too.
Yeah, like what? This guy was an animal at the line. Um, yeah, so we're there. Who's undefeated? Let's see where these top 25s looking like at the moment. Got anybody doing big things? Notre Dame, Texas, and Oklahoma. So only be 2 undefeateds left here after this week. Looks like. Uh, Always some decent parity in the league. Shout out Penn State, man. Again, 4-2. That's big time out of you, man. Way to go. I see you.
And ranked. And ranked. Let's go.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. Uh, see what the conference is super early. I guess we haven't had conference prediction. Notre Dame's already 5-0 in the conference. Where is his out of conference like schedule? Conference. Who's he play? Syracuse and
Michigan.
Wow, my man's has quite the cupcake schedule, but it's all good.
Listen, you can only play who's in front of you.
I mean, yeah, facts, but okay. This Ohio State user, that's that dude Hebrew. After that last spot, I wish Hogg would have taken him because he'd be pretty good with them. But anyways, where are we at? All right. So I thought we would revamp the power rankings because we got to get Terrell to give his full take. So I feel like what we should do is we should just do who are the top. Let's go top. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go top 8 users right now, power rankings wise. Who you going 1 through 8, Terrell?
Top 8 users?
Well, at the moment, power ranking style.
You go to Texas schedule? Baylor.
Yeah, Texas really ain't played nobody yet. About to change this week though.
Miami. So his best win is Baylor.
On the road though, big win.
Yeah. Notre Dame's 5-0 in conference though, so I guess I'll start there. Zevi, Oklahoma at 2. LSU, FSU. Is OG actually playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
I'll just throw him in there.
At where? At 4? At 3?
I'll throw him in at 4. Just kind of.
Who was 3?
Notre Dame, Zevi, I guess Oregon since he beat Florida State. Who'd you play? Texas A&M was your big one for the year?
The big one for the year is Nebraska.
Oh, okay. Stand by. Let's go Notre Dame, LSU, Oklahoma, Oregon, Nebraska, Texas. Oh, I'm missing 1 more? 2 more?
We were going top 7, right? So yeah, you're at 6. Got 1 more.
And who hasn't played anybody? lost to Notre Dame. Man, 7 is tough. 7 is tough because it's just like, can I put Hoop there? Sure, but sure, we'll
We're going Hoop there.
yeah.
So you're rocking with
Go for it.
Notre Dame, LSU, Oklahoma, Oregon, Nebraska, Texas, Hoop, UNC.
Yeah.
Okay. Fries, who you got a little minute to think about it. Who you rocking with?
Yeah, I would say Notre Dame, Oklahoma, LSU, Nebraska, just because I haven't played anybody yet. Will be my top 4. Then I go into Texas, Oregon. 7 is tough. I mean, only people who are ranked, I'm assuming too. I mean, it's not going to be.
I mean, you can take somebody now. I mean, I don't know. It would be harder to.
I don't know who would you pick that wasn't ranked.
It'd be hard
Curious.
to justify. Florida. Well, isn't Clemson? Clemson, what are you? You're like 4-1.
Yeah, but I'm not. I wouldn't put myself there right now. I'm not really playing good ball. Cole got 3 losses. I can't put Cole up there either. Cole had a big win, but 3 losses is just a lot. Yeah. I mean, I guess Hoop. You got to put Hoop there. Hoop always stays in tier 1. Yeah, I think Hoop. Roth 2 losses already. I can't put him up that high.
I'll give honorable mention to Florida though.
What's Florida's rank right now?
They're not.
He's not ranked, but he's 4-1 with a win over Baylor.
But a loss to Clemson.
Quality. Yeah, I can't put him over myself. I mean, I beat him, but I was at home. But still, got the same record and I beat him. I don't think either one of us are 7. Probably Hoop. You know, Hoop hasn't played anybody yet, but it's based on his track record. Yeah, that's my 7th.
All right. Well, I've had a minute, so I can rattle these off kind of quick. I'm gonna go Notre Dame, Oklahoma. I'm still gonna. Actually, I think. Let me see who they played. Nobody. Yeah, actually, never mind. I'm gonna go. Still here. I'm gonna go LSU at 3. I think I'm gonna go Texas at 4 because he's undefeated. Let me just check Nebraska. Does Nebraska have any big wins yet? I don't think they've had to necessarily play anybody yet. Nah, they had a bunch of CPUs to start, so Nebraska hasn't played anyone. But we know what he's gonna be looking like here soon. So I'm gonna go. Let me see. I guess. Yeah, he lost to Georgia. All right, so I'm gonna go 5 Nebraska, 6 Oregon. My 7 is gonna be Washington, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think he should have beat Zev. I wouldn't say should have, but he blew that game on his own. Actually, nah, that's a crazy take for me to put him right there because he hasn't beaten anybody. But he should have beaten Zev at home. He threw just a atrocious. Well, one, Zev threw him a pick that just bounced off his receiver's hands that would have ended his DB's hands that would have ended the game. But then Zev was able to get a field goal to tie it, and Washington had like a minute and a half left to drive the field, tie game. And first play, he throws it directly at Zev's user, who wasn't even. It was just he was just sitting in the middle of the field, and I don't know if he pushed the wrong button or what. But he threw it right at that dude who was just standing there the whole time, and blew the game, and Zev ended up kicking a field goal to win. But I can't put him there because he actually hasn't beaten anybody quite yet. I'm gonna put J Roth at 7. He beat Florida State, which is a good win. Ole Miss, he's had not the best season, but still a good win. And he smacked Georgia on the road. That's a pretty pretty decent game right there. I mean, he do have 2 losses. They're both on the road. We'll see. This week against Hoop will be a big one, but I'm gonna mix it up a little bit and go Alabama there for my last spot, just to have something a little bit different.
Definitely different.
I know y'all hate the J-Roth take, but
I don't care.
No, we all struggle with 7, so I mean he does have some wins. Like I can't hate too much, but
what do you think J-Roth?
South Carolina lost. He got smoked. The South Carolina game is the only thing, but
yeah, that's true. And South
he bounced
Carolina,
back though.
South Carolina has then gotten smoked by several people, so I do think South Carolina's a decent user though. But man, he got smacked up the next week at home by Oregon, then lost to Iowa. Man, he's got some tough ones there. Maybe I could Tennessee heavy instead of J-Roth at 7 right now.
Do it.
Nah, I can't.
Do it. I just like the way Taffy caps it J-Roth all the time.
Yeah, I mean they're right there. What do we have mailbag wise? Anything else? Anything we haven't touched on? Anything going on in the chat?
No, I tried to weave those in. I think we hit most of what they asked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Stuff we didn't touch on or kind of just breezed over was teams for next year. So.
Oh yeah, we didn't include that. Yeah.
Gotta circle back.
Yeah, so who are your? We're not gonna go top teams, even though we basically already covered it. Hopefully, people weren't listening. But who are your sleeper teams? Teams that you maybe expect to go 15 or later. Who you think would be great picks?
I'll let Frowls go because my mindset on team picking is a little different. So
yeah, I mean, if we're talking about full dynasty, I value year one a little bit, not more than everything else, but I think it matters year one to have a chance to compete. I do want to see. I saw y'all mention an NIL. Is that going to come to the game? Do we think, or probably still not?
That's what the leaks are.
Stay tuned for next pod. It'll be out next Thursday.
Yeah, they're dropping a bunch next Thursday. But yeah, Mutt Leaks is pretty legit, and they basically said that there's going to be NIL, and it's going to be, from what they said, it's supposed to work like, one, the top teams are going to have more NIL than the bottom teams.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you can name your powerhouse are going to have big time NIL, or certainly if they play in a Power 4, they should have probably more NIL access. And then they were saying that, like 5-star recruits, you can basically like add to your influence by throwing more NIL at them, or maybe they'll even need NIL for you to be able to compete. 4 stars, that can maybe be a swaying factor, and they were saying basically 3 stars won't need NIL at all. And lower, so.
Okay. I only ask because I feel like Texas Tech might go a little bit lower, and if NIL is heavy, I mean, they got a crazy bag. They get a ton of transfers, ton of everything right now. So low key, I don't know about their pipelines. I haven't really dove too much into that, but
good pipelines. Tier 4, East Texas, North Texas.
If that bag is a huge part of it, I think they're going to be very viable. Very viable.
Who else? Give me like 4 or 5, or at least 3.
I always like Florida. I think Florida. Why they have to compete for some of their stuff, but
Florida might go top 10.
You think so?
Top 10?
I hope not. No.
Who would take them top 10, Terrell? Don't say you're taking them top 10. Oh, that's who it is. No way. That's the move you're making this year?
Some of the toughest unis in the game.
Facts.
Wow. That's a crazy pick, but I respect it, you know what I mean? They're your team, right? No, Miami's your team.
Right. I'm all things Florida, but like the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it wouldn't.
At 7, what do you have? Like pick 7?
7.
And you're going with, dude. That's crazy.
I didn't say I was. I'm saying it's possible. Anything's possible.
Sheesh, anything.
I was thinking about them at like 14, so obviously you rock with them too. So maybe they're not a sleeper.
Who else you got?
I wonder, not necessarily a sleeper. I'm curious how dudes will value Indiana, because coming off the Natty for sure, but like,
I think it depends if they change their pipelines.
Yeah, but we probably won't know. We pick teams, so I wonder. They're coming off a Natty, but our dude's gonna say like
They should have a super NIL bag, but I can't imagine that their pipelines are going to be great.
Right.
But so they just got tier 4 in Indiana right now, and tier 2 in everything else.
Yeah, I mean their pipelines will probably be somewhat better, but no way that they'll compete. They shouldn't even compete pipeline wise. I mean, I'm sure they should get the Tidewater pipeline, so they'll finally have a decent pipeline. But I don't even know if they'll get like how high
they're
of a pipeline.
In Tidewater right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like if they can get like a 4 in Tidewater, that would probably be something.
Oh, no chance. No chance.
I mean, Signetti's got that, But
they're 4 in Indiana right now.
Yeah, but I feel like next year they're gonna. I mean, they won the Natty, so they're gonna have to like give them some type of.
Yeah, they'll get 3 in Ohio.
But they'll have a good day one team. I don't know. I don't want to count them as a sleeper for us because.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like you should definitely be looking at them outside of the top 5. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna have their day one team is gonna be very, very good. I mean,
lottery pick. That's a safe lottery pick. Or should be
top 10. I mean, if they slip, I do agree. Like I could see them slipping because people, for whatever reason, but they shouldn't slip.
True. My last true sleeper that probably is not going that high. I wonder how they're gonna do their pipelines because they should be pretty solid. But VT with James Franklin, I want to see how the game does them. But like, feel like if they do them how they should be pretty easy to recruit there. Should be able to build a squad. Year one talent, maybe not the best. A lot of changes going on, but
a lot of dudes
I would rock with them. Yeah, if I was lower, if I was like in the 20s, like maybe like 22-ish, I would probably look at kind of like VT. Yeah,
they'll be there.
Yeah, they should be there. I mean, you might be able to get them at 32, honestly. But but they're easy to recruit with in this game this year. I mean, especially like when you start talking about the transfer portal because they got the DMV pipeline and Tidewater.
Yeah.
So, they're a great recruiting school, and they should be, especially with Franklin there. So, well, I mean, you have a custom coach, but still, they should hold it down.
Well, I wonder, you think the coach affects the pipelines at all, or is that just in terms
the
of...
assistants will still be there, though.
The assistants will be there, number 1, and number 2, I think it affects, like, how good of a pipeline they give you day one.
That's what I was asking. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if they give him his respect, James Franklin, because he can recruit his ass off. So I wonder if they bake that in the game. But those are mine.
Who else? Who you got, Terrell? Let's try not to do any repeats.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy. I got one that probably won't even get taken. Kentucky.
Oh, that's a great one. Why Kentucky?
They got tier 4 in Kentucky, only team with that. They got tier 4 in Ohio. I know you got to compete with Ohio State, but I think you're the second highest in that state. And then you're tier 3 in South Florida. Wouldn't think about it, but a lot of those dudes that might get slept over, a lot of 4 stars that might get picked over, bring them on up there. And then you got low tiers in South Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, and Metro Atlanta. And they got good unis. Crazy uniform combos. So
that's dope. Froz, I just want to go back to yours real quick because I'm kind of taking notes. I might put these out. You said Texas Tech. Reason you're rocking with them are good pipelines and NIL.
Yeah, there was more.
Real life NIL is good.
Yeah.
Well, and starting team probably. But I don't want to speak for you.
Yeah, I mean, that matters too, for sure. Like, they'll be good to start. You can compete. If you're a good user, you can definitely make the playoffs and do something. But if they value NIL, I mean, they're probably a top 5 NIL school now, I think. Or maybe, I don't know what they're at, but they're up there. So
What-
really, those two.
And what about Florida?
I just rock with Florida personally. Something about the swamp, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have more than that. But if they're there at 14, it might be my pick. Just
They might not be, but
I still think Florida's a super reach even at 14, but
you think Florida's a reach at 14?
oh, definitely, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, my argument for one, they're going to be shitty. Like, not even, they probably won't be a top 30 team in the game. Number two,
No.
they're going to have Jordan Ball, and I guess they have a couple decent receivers. Who's playing quarterback over there this year?
He
Yeah,
came with the coach. I can't think of his name.
major red flag right there, especially for me playing day one. You're gonna have to run that rock, and I don't think they don't have a good O line either. So, yeah,
what did Lagway end up doing?
went to Baylor.
Baylor.
But he won't be rated as high this year though either. So
Interesting. Okay. Not a sleeper at all, but I do wanted to say, like, A&M. Chucky was complaining about his team last game. I think that was probably the most insane thing that I've heard. Because I feel like
they're
A&M's like a top 5 school almost. Like they're crazy.
They're
Gonna be crazy next year too.
They're in that 5 to 10 ratio. I mean, so we already broke down the top 5. I guess we keep mentioning. I'm just gonna say you guys can chime in if you want. If I was gonna go 5 to 10 after the top 5 that we listed, I probably would go Texas A&M for sure, like right there. I'm going Ole Miss because a day one team. I'll accept the day one team. You win day one, you're probably in a great spot. But there is some recruiting troubles there. I would take LSU. Their roster is going to be loaded. Their recruiting isn't the best either, but similar to Ole
You
Miss.
think LSU slips out of 5?
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I wouldn't take them.
Wow. Okay.
I wouldn't take them in the top 5. I don't see how you take them over Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Georgia. Who am I missing?
Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah. They're not in that class to me. But then after that, yeah, so those two I probably would go with Alabama right there because I know their pipelines are going to be great.
You know they're not making it out of 5.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
I know Chuck's going to take them at 3, which is another reach, but hey, that's your team. Cool, I'm cool with you taking them. That's do your thing. But they're not top 5 value this year coming up probably. After 8, honestly, I would say those are the next 3, and I think after those 3, it kind of gets a little bit more wide open again.
Hamilton, Georgia in there at all?
Georgia was top 5.
Top 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are probably the
No
best.
Oklahoma.
That was probably the next one I was going to mention, but I feel like you can also you can make a case to slide them down even further, maybe. But yeah, Oklahoma's got to be right there, right? Their pipelines are buns. They're kind of like an LSU, but same with LSU, where it's like at least you get Oklahoma. Anything that comes out of Oklahoma should be yours, but you got to fight everywhere else. I mean, of course. Well, no, because I'm gonna name them as my sleeper, so I'm gonna leave them off. But I think they're could be high enough value to be in this top 10, but I'll mention them later. Anyways, back to you, Terrell. What do you who else you got as your sleepers? You went Kentucky.
Not necessarily as big of a sleeper, but I think they are slept on quite often. Auburn.
That's a great one.
They only people fighting with Alabama in Alabama. They got a 5-tier pipeline in South Georgia, 4 Metro Atlanta, and then they got pipelines in Mississippi at 3-tier and Central Florida. So enough talent and enough strong pipelines to kind of get you where you need to be, and then also fighting with the quality stuff. And then they got the history as far as school grades. So as long as you're doing okay, It should be easy to keep Auburn above a 3.5 star. My next, I'll ask the question and then I'll put it. Then I'll change depending on the answer. Is Washington a sleeper?
I think they're definitely. I mean, for what the question is, yeah.
Okay, then I'll go Washington. I would say they're top three as far as West Coast team. They got that tier 5 Pacific Northwest, and then 4 Southern Cal, 3 Northern Cal. They got 3 in Hawaii, so realistically competing for USC and Oregon as far as recruiting battles. They brought their quarterback back, and then low key their stadium is really good. They got a really good stadium pulse if them stands are packed.
And they should have a decent guy at QB to play with. I mean, Denzel. What's his name? Denzel.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. He tried to transfer and then got blocked, so some legal troubles. But it seems like there's no bad blood up there right now.
Yeah. Damon will be a fun player to play with. He'll be fast. He'll have low accuracy, but he can definitely probably win you some games with his legs.
Yeah. So those. How many were we needing? That was my 3, I think.
I'm trying to get 5 out of you.
5? Oh, you on? Okay. You trying to get the gravy out the pot? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. As far as we'll breeze over this one. Arizona State. They're another good West Coast team. I think there's a lot of value in the West Coast. If you know where to look and if you know how to recruit, there's a lot of value out there.
Yep, definitely.
And then you want a 5th one, huh? Unpopular opinion, Wisconsin.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that one. Tell me more.
Unpopular opinion. The name says it all. You should dominate Wisconsin. Winning or losing, good stadium vibes, no matter what. They 3-star or 3-tier in Pennsylvania and 3 in Michigan. If you know what you're doing, you could steal a lot of recruits out of Michigan because they produce a lot of pass rushers and O-line. Same thing with Wisconsin. So real physical team. Pennsylvania, Wisconsin produce a lot of linebackers, a lot of D-line. I will say you're gonna have to search for a quarterback. But as far as like school grades go, when we do custom conferences, conference grades should always be good. That should never be a problem. And then they have enough history, and then their campus is okay. So
Wisconsin, you're saying on the positives only. You're saying school grades.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, so the trend is like, do you have kind of like the Ole Miss thing? Do you have a state that you can dominate?
Okay.
Whether that have a lot of talent coming out of that state is a different story, but Wisconsin should be able to dominate Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin is recruiting
and
over
a lot
anybody
of those,
else.
And to your point, kind of a lot of that area is, teams that you don't have to compete, like the whole Big Sky. You don't even have a Big Sky pipeline necessarily, but nobody good really does, and you're kind of local enough. I mean, even, like the Missouris and the fucking, Illinois.
Right. You're not dealing with a blue blood trying to be like, oh man, he's always recruiting out of like that's not.
Yeah. Minnesota too.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of off. Trying not to be meta. Just like, oh man, didn't think about it. And I know again, whether you're winning or losing, just go watch real life Wisconsin games. Sold out. And I think the game usually reflects as such too. So,
Yeah, they have a decent stadium, for sure. Maybe not top of the top.
no, that's reserved for the who's and the what's. But as far as like, man, you could catch somebody thinking they're gonna sleepwalk going into Madison, Wisconsin is like might not be an easy day at the office if they're not paying attention.
Got you. So I guess it's my go. My top 5 sleepers. Number 1, y'all let me know if this counts as a sleeper, but Michigan.
I don't think so, personally, at all.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
Good try, though. Good try.
Nah.
I got you. Because they're
I will say they might go later in the
you
show.
might be onto
So
something.
by
You
that,
might be on
sure.
because they will slip. They probably will slip.
The question
just by
was
virtue.
the question was taken below 15. So I mean, they might go below
I don't
15
think
because
I
people
don't
might
know
be
if they'll go
dumb.
below 15.
But I mean, they're gonna be low next year.
Mm,
Bryce is gonna come back next year. Obviously, they're gonna have crazy NIL. They have good pipelines. They have that running back coming back, and I think they got a 5-star running back who probably will be rated like 80-ish. Great build around. You'll keep him and Bryce for multiple seasons. I think they're a great pick, but yeah, maybe not a sleeper. I was gonna say, I mean, they're one of those ones where like I might take them over Oklahoma, to be honest. Um, how about I'm gonna get my like borderline sleepers out of the way early. South Carolina.
I could see them dropping out of 15.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy. He's at a bar. Okay.
I was concerned for a second. Like we were talking for like 2 hours. Hopefully, like
Yeah.
they were there.
Okay. No, we're good. Sleeper, yeah.
So I'm gonna go South Carolina.
Outside of 15, yeah.
Roster. Uh,
Before you move off of that, how do you feel about their pipelines having to compete directly with Clemson?
well, I think Clemson's gonna be weaker next year for sure. They're another like kind of sleeper to me that I was gonna mention, but um, just because they're not gonna be very good next year, day one. However, that South Carolina, North Carolina area, um, there's no real king there right now. I mean, it was definitely Clemson in last year's game, but assuming it's not like last year's game where South Carolina is like condemned to being a 3-star school or lower, and you can actually make them into like a 4 or 5-star. Recruiting wise, it's kind of open right there. I mean, because you have like UNC is a great, you can build them up pretty easily, but there's no one who's like dominant. I feel like. But it's tough in the South, man, and you're definitely going to be an underdog there, and you don't have your home state. So recruiting is definitely probably a negative, I would say, South Carolina, because like we mentioned, it's not LSU, it's not Ole Miss or Oklahoma. These schools where you're going to destroy your home state. My next sleeper is USC, as in Southern California. Great pipeline. They had the number one recruiting class in the country for high school kids. So they'll have a young team. Plus they got Mavia at quarterback for day one. They should be pretty playable. Having someone that good back there under center. And then of course easy to recruit, especially out of the portal. There's just so many guys from California. So should be pretty good to me. Pretty good spot to build. My next one is UCLA. I think UCLA is going to be pretty good because I'm going quarterback here, but I mean, Nico's going to be what, a junior next year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
So, I mean, I just think it's, you have a decent quarterback. Once again, recruiting wise, location wise, you can really kill in the portal. California's competitive in terms of high school recruiting. I mean, and the portal too. But you should be able to get some pretty good players to come to those SoCal schools. I mean, there's just not that many schools out there, really. I mean, like, yeah, Notre Dame and LSU and Oregon are going to come poach some guys, but I mean, still, there's just so many players from California in this game that I think they'll be pretty good. Trying to think. Oh, Penn State. I think they're going to be kind of loaded next year, honestly. They kind of have a sneaky good roster. I don't know if y'all are hip.
Bringing over dudes from Utah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they got Dampier, but hold on. I don't want to miss anybody.
Breaking news.
Yeah, they got Ohio State's running back, James Peebles. They got all those guys from Iowa State. Didn't they get Iowa State's quarterback too, who's pretty good, like Rocco Beck?
Yeah.
They got Rocco Beck. They're gonna have all the traditions. They're gonna have the home field advantage. They should be pretty solid, I think. And I gotta get a fifth one. Who could be my fifth? I don't know who I'm gonna have as my fifth. For my fifth, I'm gonna say Tennessee. I know they're like not that big of a sleeper,
Love it.
but you know their home field advantage is gonna be absolutely crazy. One of the best. I think roster wise they should be decent. Not the best. And once again, one of those schools where you should dominate Tennessee. You're gonna fight with some teams, but you're kind of at the top of the South, and you're kind of in like that middle area where it's like you're almost like a Midwestern kind of school, kind of, but you still kind of are close to Tidewater and da 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 da. So not the worst recruiting situation, honestly. And you'll have the school grades as well. So yeah, that'll probably be my fifth.
If you care about the uniform situation, just keep in mind Tennessee is going back to Adidas this year.
Oh wow, what does that mean? Better rosters?
They might lose some of their dark gray uniform combos. I know Adidas did have them, but right now I think they have two different dark uniform combos. So they have a black and I think they have a gray in the game.
Yeah, they do. Their black uniform is nice too.
So I think they still had a gray one before, but just if that's a factor for some people, just throwing that out there, they are going back to Adidas. So who knows how fast they'll get the alternate uniforms back.
What's this thing you posted? This new Mutt League thing? I'm just seeing now in the chat.
Oh snap! We're breaking news. Mutt League just posted cover athletes. College football 27 in Madden. Bears quarterback Caleb Williams out of USC on the cover for Madden 27.
That's tough. Shout out DMV.
And shocker to myself, maybe to somebody else, Kurt Signetti, front and center, college football 27.
Well deserved.
Dante
shocker though,
Moore,
still.
is that Trinidad Chambliss, number 5?
Nah, that's Kawan Lacey. We got Mavia at USC. as I said, man, sleeper USC might be one of them ones this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Who else is that? That's Colin Simmons from Texas, Malachi Tony, and Leonard Moore.
Yes, sir. So with
Tough.
Western Kentucky, LSU, and Arizona State mascot in the background.
Western Kentucky's
Wait a
super
second.
random.
Wait a second. Deep dive on a cover real quick. Is that a car behind the USC player? Hinting at NIL?
Gotta be. Wow. Gotta be.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
look.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Had to
See,
zoom in. I was
so
like, wait a
see,
second.
like that's one of those things where Terrell, you're gonna have a top pick and you're gonna go Florida when you know there's gonna be NIL in this game.
Oh, listen. We all right. Not only did the Mutt Leagues post that, but you mind if I go ahead and just read the breaking news for college football because they're changing up pre-order stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and read it. More access, more rewards, more MVP football. Members receive deluxe and MVP bundle benefits, 7-day early access, and monthly membership for Ultimate Team contest. Content, immediate access to all playable mascots in College Football 27, beta access, and exclusive offers and more. Pre-purchase of membership gameplay for EA Sports College Football 27 will begin July 2nd, 2026 for EA Sports Madden 27, August 6th, 2026. Membership benefits will begin game launch unless otherwise specified. Membership includes College Football 27, 7-day early access, beta access, June 4th through 7, monthly Ultimate Team packs, 12, one delivered to start of each month, mascots and mascot mashup, and the big one, 150 Dynasty coach points, exclusive Dynasty skill tree,
Rainmaker. NIL, dog. NIL is gonna be crazy this year. It's
Right,
great.
so Florida might not go top 10. And then 500 Road to Glory points.
Yo, so wait, they have a whole coach upgrade, basically gonna be like coach upgrade path, or whole skill tree, which is gonna just be based around how much NIL you can throw at people as a coach. I mean, major, and also note the beta comes out next week apparently.
Yep. And then another one line that isn't talked about, all new Dynasty Blueprint puts you in control of your program future. What that means, speculation, you might be able to control what you're upgrading you might be able to upgrade your school grades.
Yep.
Who knows?
Maybe you can.
So-
Maybe they have the stadium editor back in there.
Ooh, licensing nightmare, but maybe.
That would be filthy, especially for the grind. But yeah, that's all major news right there, man. You heard it here first on the pod. Don't act like you saw that on Mutt Leaks.
But yeah, that's okay. All right, I gotta revisit it then. Top 10 schools for NIL. And I guess let's go according to school grades, since we'll just go on like school prestige. What do you think your top 10 would be, Bag?
Sorry, could you ask the question one more time?
So NIL, top 10 schools based on school prestige / NIL, because I think they might be kind of tied together.
What would my top 10 be? I mean, in no
Yeah.
order, no exact order. Got to go Georgia, Notre Dame. Well, let me just go SEC first. Let me go Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Oklahoma. Big Ten will go Ohio State. I'll throw Indiana in there, actually, just because they won the Natty. Signetti's on the cover. So Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana, Michigan. That's 8 right there.
Yep.
You said 10. Who after that? You said Coach Prestige or
School prestige.
School Prestige? Um,
Yeah, like not coach based, just yes, history of the program type stuff.
um, I'm not sure actually where I would go after that. I feel like there's a lot kind of hanging around, but that would definitely my top eight.
Frowls, you got anybody different than that?
Nah, I think he, I think he hit him pretty well. I don't think he missed anything I'm thinking of top of my head.
Texas A&M.
Okay.
Um, maybe Texas Tech might have. I mean, they shouldn't have like the history required.
Right.
I guess Notre Dame. I didn't mention them either, so that would be my 10.
Dang, that sucks, man.
What?
That completely changes how I have to think about it.
Yeah.
Like if NIL is going to be that big of a full blown different pipeline skill tree, that sounds like it's tied to NIL.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take advantage of your picks there, I feel like.
Yeah. Florida will be going outside the top 10. Updated. Breaking news again.
Yeah. I don't know if I would take Florida. I don't think Florida's even. I mean, what benefit is there to taking Florida over a lot of schools who are going to be there after 10? Like, I
Florida
don't.
still has a pretty good NIL budget, and they've won recently enough.
I guess. I mean, oh, we also didn't mention Miami, who's got to be up there, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought they were top five for most people, but maybe not though.
Yeah, they probably are 5, 6 ish. Yeah, they're right there. We haven't mentioned them this whole day, but they're definitely in that convo for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they get a better pipeline in North Florida, which is crazy, but
Yeah. Well, I guess they got to try to make those Florida schools even, but not now. I mean, Miami's got to be the super dominant one now, and their NIL will be up there for sure.
yeah. I guess I gotta go back and hit the lab again. Try to figure out.
Yeah. Well, we've been on here 2.5 hours, guys. I think we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
Anything else y'all gotta get off your chest?
Georgia and Ole Miss playing a good game right now. Well, sorry, they're not playing. Georgia and Texas A&M.
Oh yeah, are they? What's the count over there?
It was 10-10. Kentucky pulled away a little bit. It's 20-10 now. A&M.
2010.
Fourth quarter started though.
2010 A&M. Who's at home in that game?
A&M.
Okay. Yeah, I think A&M's gonna end up pulling that out. Mumbo's got a little bit of work to do on his game, I feel like.
Much like a lot of people have said, other people, he said he's going to be locked in next game and
That's what
they're
everyone
going to make him remember. So
everyone
what he said.
always says that.
Bag says that's not an excuse. He said lock in now will make it easy to transition to next year.
Facts.
Well, he's 0-5, so or I guess he's 1-5 now.
Yeah,
I think it's too late. He's fried.
Because the crazy part is, and it's gonna sound weird. If you try to lock in season one, it's too late. Because you're trying to lock in when everybody else is locking in, and you're not going to find anything different than the YouTubers will put something out.
Well, this year I feel like I worked on my game a lot this year, luckily, and so I'm not gonna like this past year I changed my playbook 3 times, and like for example, season 1 I was like learning a new playbook. I finally probably got that playbook around season 3. Then I changed it. Then I had a playbook until like season 6. Then I just felt like changing it again. Now I basically have found a playbook that I really like. So let's say it won't be as much of
I like it.
learning new shit, learning new stuff, especially on offense early in the game. It'll be mostly just what am I doing on defense. But even that, like I feel like people always say next game, dude. You can learn how to play. The game's not going to change that much. Like it's going to change literally like barely. Like it's going to change like the things that are going to change are like what meta plays are just absolutely dominant. Like what is the jet sweep or the HB direct or the you know some of the RPOs this year were nasty. That type of
Hey, you
thing.
know what? That flood concept will still work next year, I promise.
Exactly. That seam is still going to be the thing. Um, you know, there's going to be defenses that are great ways to cover bunch, or compression, or I bet you those stunts are still going to work relatively the same way, etc. There's probably going to be some ability that's dominant. There's probably going to be all other things, but the game pretty much hasn't changed in like 20 years. So I mean, you can get better right now. Like, and actually that's unfair because match coverage used to be way worse than it was this year, but like a lot of things are going to be the same.
That's literally next week, huh? For that beta access.
Yeah, hopefully I get the beta. I
It's
should.
been good, fellas. It's been real.
Yeah. No, that beta's gonna be what I'm on. But anyways, let me get off of here, guys. It was great being with y'all today. Thanks for working with me on this new setup we got rolling.
Yes, sir. Big things coming for 27.
Definitely
Big
that.
things.
Definitely. Oh, we didn't talk.
Facts.
Well, we'll talk about it next pod. But yeah. Anyways, y'all take it easy. I'm about to wrap this up. But I have something to say to y'all off the mic. But to all the viewers, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, deuces.
Later.